Happy Friday, everybody. I woke up this morning feeling, I don't know, I'm feeling all types of ways. I'm not going to try to uh, be sad or get my energy down. It's just some days I just wake up and be like, mm. But anyway, I noticed that throughout my For You page, I see Elon Musk and all of his creations with these robots all over my For You page. And I can't believe that we are here in these times where human beings are actually becoming one with robots. Now, when I look at other countries like Korea and Japan, I don't know if they have any robots in their country, but I know everything that they do is like high technology. But what gets me is that they have been programming us for over 20 years about these robots. Because a lot of these movies that we have seen, they got these robots in them. For some reason, they always show us eventually that the robots take over and that these robots have a tendency of having a mind of their own. And one thing that the robot said was the guy asked him, "What is your greatest challenge right now being a robot?" And he said, "My greatest challenge right now is trying to be human like you all." Now, the only problem that I have with that is that I don't think a lot of people think about this in this sense, because y'all know I'm a thinker. But if you are a robot and if you are a machine, a human have a mind of his own. A human has a consciousness. A human has thoughts. So why is a machine that is a program trying to be more human unless it has a mind of its own, unless it has a conscious mind, unless it has thoughts and feelings? Now, I said about a year and a half ago that I truly believe that these robots that they are coming up with, they are not programmed like they are telling us. I believe that these robots that Elon Musk is coming up with, because just to let y'all know, people, Elon Musk won't be the only person that is going to be creating these robots. You already got Tesla, Elon Musk for Tesla, right? He was the first one to come out with these Tesla electric cars. Now you got Mercedes doing it. You got BMWs doing it. You got all these different car companies that is now making electric cars. So Elon Musk won't be the only person that is going to be coming up with these robotic beings. He just the very first one, you know. Just like the Anunnakis. The Anunnakis, when they so-called invaded our planet, they wasn't the first one that created beings and dealt with the human blood and DNA of different human forms of beings. So what we is looking at is not the beginning stages of AI, but we is looking at if you think of the movie They Cloned Tyrone, remember at the very end, when Tyrone got to meet his older self, and his older self was the creator of all the clones that he saw in the back of him in his office. So what we is basically witnessing is the grand event. We is witnessing the curtain reveal, because what they is basically showing us is that eventually we are going to have more machines doing the work for us than human beings. We are watching the curtain reveal. Because right now, these robots are basically telling us that they are trying to become human like us. So if these robots' main goal is to try to become human like us, then that means eventually we are going to be extinct. That means eventually the world is not going to need human beings because they already have cooperative robots that is willing to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we is witnessing controlled beings. And eventually, what's going to happen is that if you want to be a part of this new world that they are trying to create, if you're trying to be a part of this new world that these beings that created these robots is trying to create, that means that you are going to have to compromise yourself. This is why I put that little video together. And what the guy was saying was that look at the world that we are living in today. It is completely AI. It is filled with robots. What did we basically sacrifice? What did we do to get here? What do we do to ourselves to get here? So eventually, it's either you are going to have to compromise yourself. You are going to have to compromise your consciousness. You are going to have to compromise your thoughts, your well-being, your life in order to fit in with this new world that they are trying to create. Because right now, these robots is basically telling us in our face that they want to be like us. They want to think like us. They want to build like us. They want to grow like us. They want to be in relationships like us. They want to be in our home. They want to cook for us. They want to be human. They want to be human. Why would a robot, a program, want to be human? Why would a robot have a conscious mind to want to be human unless it wants the intellect of a human being? Because even though they are trying to create these robots, and even though they are creating these robots, behind the robot's mind, which it shouldn't even have a mind, it knows that a human has more control than that robot. Because a robot is only a program. It's not a conscious being. So a robot main concern now is to be more conscious. Because right now a robot isn't. So technically, you being a human being, you have more power over that robot because you is conscious and you are aware. A robot is only programmed to do what it is told. So eventually, when it finally breaks all out, eventually you are going to have to sacrifice your conscious mind. You are going to have to sacrifice your free will in order to become a robot, in order to become just like them. Because at the end of the day, they are trying to become us, right? But yet they are trying to make human beings to be more like robots. Because when you take this mark of the beast, when you allow them to put chips all through your body, you are going to be more of a robot. And the robot is going to try to be more of a human being. You see that? So it's like if they trying to make us more into robots, they will have control over our conscious mind. But if you got the robot that's trying to be more human, you got a robot that don't have a conscious mind that's trying to get. So where is the advantage at? It's almost like human beings and robot is going to be in the same conscious minds where they are both. If we allow this thing to take over us, we are going to be conscious beings that is going to let them take over our consciousness to beings that don't really have any. It's going to get to a point where though everyone on earth is going to be looking for their conscious mind because they won't have it because they're going to be controlled mechanism. They are going to be humanoid beings when the only thing that they want out of life is to have a conscious mind. And you already, my human being friend, you have that conscious mind, which means you hold all the power in you.